Shit!
You probably know this face. You definitely know this voice. This is Jon Savage.
Hi.
Hi.
I know who I am.
Good, good. I think to get started, the one question that I'm quite keen to know. So you know you've got Reginald Dwight, Elton John. You've got Peter Hernandez, Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Is Jon Savage
Yes,
your
it
real
is.
name?
Oh my
Are you
God.
sure? It's rock and roll.
If I had $1 for every time that this question got asked.
Okay, so Jon Savage is real.
Yes, that's my name.
Going back to your radio days, obviously you had a little stint on 5FM, the biggest radio station nationally, I guess.
At the time?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite memories from your time in a radio studio, getting guests in?
I lived for that show. I lived and breathed that show. I loved it so much, and I was really like a child. I mean, what a lot of people might not know is that, and I was so, we grew up with 5FM. It was I don't even know how I landed that job. Everyone asked me how I did. It was pure fluke. And once I got there, I actually had moved to Cape Town, and SABC paid like shit. So I was flying myself up to Joburg every week to do that show. I mean, I bankrupted myself to do that show. My brain was so invested. I spent the whole week prepping for those 2 hours every week, and it's a blur now. I mean, Kings of Leon. I got them to host a piece of my show, that was the thing.
Music is a massive passion of yours.
Yes.
Radio is a passion.
Big time.
Now podcast is becoming a passion. Do you want to talk us through the transition of radio into podcast? How important are podcasts?
I don't have a passion for medium. I'm a content creator through and through. It's been my passion since I was a kid. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was make movies. And then when my band took off, then I was making music, but I was also making movies. And even with cassette, we did a 20-part online web series. And we're talking like almost a decade ago, before web series were even around, and it was sponsored by MTN. And my passion is, and what I try and gear my life towards, is being in a situation where I'm involved in creating content. I'm really excited about content, and content's really wide. It can be video, it can be audio, it can be a podcast, and all a podcast is another vehicle to consume content. I'm a content whore.
And then talk us through Thread. What's happening? What are you busy with at the moment?
So Thread has two arms. We constantly transforming because the industry is transforming. What we are essentially is a production company, and we service a lot of kind of commercial clients who are doing digital campaigns. But the core of our business is in long tail content and understanding how users are engaging with content.
What is your proudest moment with Mashlabs?
I think Sleepwalker. The first season of Mashlab, I wrote the songs with the artists. And Sleepwalker was a song that I was instrumental in making, and I was really proud of that song. And the second season, I decided to make it a lot more political. I stepped out of the creative role heavily, which I sort of regret. But Sleepwalker was like Mashup was so tricky when I was doing it kind of by myself with that, and on my own money and all this other stuff. And the success of that song and watching it kind of fly and working with Kulichana and the Parlotones, that was a really fun memory for me.
And obviously being a massive muso, what is your kind of take on the South African music scene at the moment? Artists getting better, production getting better?
Production definitely. I think there's always, I'm South African's music's biggest supporter, biggest fan, and biggest critic at the same time. I've been in trouble a lot. I've seen hate blogs about me before.
Okay.
And I once did an article for Rolling Stone that I had to hide for like 3 months. Like every time I even went into a bar, people would come and tell me I was a dick and stuff.
Okay.
And I still believe that my the tone of the article was don't support local music because it's local, because it doesn't benefit anyone.
Yeah.
Support the guys who are fucking good, and that will bring the industry up.
Your dream, two groups, two bands, two artists, whatever, to put together. Do you have that in your head?
I got into a lot of trouble with this. Is I actually did put together AWOLNATION with Jack Parrow, and the song was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I swear this was, and the original plan for Mashlab was to do what Mumford & Sons and Beatenberg have just done. And that was, I'm sort of jealous about that thing happening itself, but I wanted to create a platform for international artists to collaborate with local artists. That was always my dream with it. So the See That Van Coke one was the first of those. But politically, at the time, the local record labels would not allow it to happen. Even though I once got a call from Mumford & Sons manager to say, how do we get involved in this?
Amazing.
And so 2 or 3 years later, they did it without me.
Yeah.
Rightly so, because it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get that together, and really it was because the local politics was very, very intense, and I struggled to wade through it. So the version we have now was really a watered down version of what I wanted. But my dream was to collaborate internationals with locals, and that Jack Parrow AWOLNATION track, which I mean, it's demo form.
How many
fucking beast.
How many people have heard it?
Nobody.
Cool.
Yes.
John, do you know what time it is?
10 something. No.
It's rapid fire round time. Okay, you got 76 seconds on the clock there. Tell me when you're ready. So you're going to go through this as quick as you can.
All right.
There is a leaderboard.
3.
Oh shit.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
What's your signature drink?
Jack Daniels.
Favorite song ever?
Oh shit! Impossible to answer.
Would you rather be a lead dancer for Hanson or Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Small, medium, or large?
Small.
How many tattoos do you have?
0.
3 things you'll always find in your fridge.
Crumbs. Milk, butter, and carrots.
Dairy, pretty much. What will you not eat?
Pork.
Would you rather relive a moment from your past or have a glimpse into the future?
Glimpse into the future.
Who's your celebrity crush?
What's her name? Liv Tyler.
Would you rather have a guaranteed 100,000 Rand or a 50-50 chance at $1,000,000 Rand?
100,000 Rand.
If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be?
Why did you do all those stupid things?
First thing you do when you wake up?
Play records and dance with my kid.
Best advice you've ever received?
Play records and dance with your kid.
Which one do you want most? Flying cars, robot housekeepers, or moon cities?
Moon Cities.
Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Would you rather be on Oprah Winfrey or Jerry Springer?
Ooh, Oprah.
Would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
Elbows.
Cool. What is the one thing in life you know for sure?
Ugh. The one thing I know for sure, if you book it, they will come.
Cool. That's it. Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thanks.
Welcome to Yes or No.
Take 2, motherfucker.